name is Kelly Weeks. I have an exhibit here at the Acton Memorial Library called Psychological Landscapes. It's from January 4th until February 27th. I started working with encaustic about 5 years ago, discovered it with a workshop, and have been working with it ever since. It is an ancient medium that was discovered about 2,000 years ago in Egypt. Portraits were discovered. They used it back then to memorialize their dead, and it has been brought forth to this day. Part of my work is about saturated color, and these are psychological landscapes, and they're basically maps, internal maps or intuitive maps. And with my work, basically, I work very intuitively by mark making and then responding to those marks and colors. So for me, it is about color and emotion. And delving inside to see what's there. This piece called Undulation, I really have an affinity for, only because it's the only diptych that I've ever really done. Most of my pieces are just one solid piece. It was a challenge to try to just do two pieces together. I mean, I've done them on smaller works, but not on a work so large. And since I have done this piece, I've wanted to do more and will, but just haven't done so yet. These two pieces, although they're part of my psychological landscapes, they were also part of a grouping called Pollination. And they were inspired by a water series. The pollination part of it was that I had done some reading on pollination and discovered that 2% of abiotic pollination is done by or through water. And so it inspired me to do a series on water. And so these paintings came about through that. In this show in Acton, I have several of the green pieces and a couple of the blue pieces, and fortunately I was able to sell the rest of the 9 that I have painted, and am looking forward to painting more. Circles in my work represent sort of that idea of journey and that never-ending cycle of life. I have, in the past, used it perhaps to excess, but am moving kind of away from it now in my work. But these pieces do tend to have the circle in it quite a bit. But that's perhaps reflective of my idea of the idea of never-ending quality of the spirit and life. The circles are incised, and the idea of incising is to take a tool and actually draw into the wax and to fill it in with either paint or wax itself. In some areas in here, I've embedded foil on the just to embellish the edges of the wax, and some gold leaf over here, just to try to make areas of the wax pop. And then there's areas of shellac. I use a lot of sand and shellac, and sand to me is a very elemental, a very time-oriented element, you know. I use a lot of sand in my work as well.